today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in feeling good after back. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup. It's second down.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
It's third down.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick.
Yards to go.
And that will be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Randall Cobb on the return.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On play action, Cousins. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Cousins pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
36-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first and 10, Cousins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Mostert, the ball carrier. Frank Clark there on the stop.
Second down at 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Set to kick off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Kaepernick's pass.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? Now, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now, first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Cousins' pass intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Pickup on the play. First down, Minnesota.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Vikings 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Kerryon Johnson.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the second quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet, but you know he's waiting and available.
Yeah, now the question is, how will they utilize him here? From the 24, Cousins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, a run with Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down. Here's Cousins. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Cousins.
Not much there, only a yard.
Thomas. 1 yard gain. Brings up.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Cousins again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On first down, Kaepernick. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
11 yards there, first down. Amendola catching it left side.
Kaepernick's pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Amendola again, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Mostert. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that's going to push him back half the distance. On 2nd down, Mostert Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
pass. Thrown away.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Cousins. The toss here completed to Pittman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's another Green Bay Packer. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again. It's Cousins. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, a good throw here, finding Pascal. Touchdown, Packers! Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it's 21-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and
Kaepernick now to throw.
27-yard line.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Kaepernick's pass. Complete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Kaepernick's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
At the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
For a Green Bay.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down at 4, Cousins. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
Kaepernick's pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
good.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Kaepernick again. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
33-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, Kaepernick. Amendola catching it left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 15-yard line.
And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2 yards to go.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Amendola.
Kaepernick.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
First down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
The keeper. Touchdown.
Colin Kaepernick with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
But once you get down deep in the red zone, Colin Kaepernick, you know that he is a threat to call his own number, and he did so there for the touchdown run.
And, partner, that's what makes defending him so difficult, because defensively, you've got so many things you've got to be concerned about. Here, he decides that keeping it is the best option. He's able to stick it in the end zone.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And going right back to Pittman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Touchdown, Packers! Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Slater on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. And it is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Good. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Kristen Hill brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Raheem Mostert, the ball
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a pause of the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Slater on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Vinny Curry. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Vinny Curry in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Packers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.